Tiruvannamalai is a temple town situated in Tamil Nadu, about 200 kilometers from Bengaluru on the road route to Pondicherry on the east coast. The prefix Tiru in Tamil is the same as the prefix Shri in many other languages, and the name Tiruvannamalai stands for Shri Annamalai, also called Arunachaleshwara, which are the names for the deity Shiva. This temple is at least 1500 years old, possibly older, and is dedicated to Shiva. But there is another reason for its fame. This is the town where Ramana Maharishi lived and died. Ramana Maharishi lived until 1950 and is among the few saints we have seen in modern times, with photographs of him as well as living memories of his teaching. Ramana was a teacher of the Advaita stream of Hindu philosophy. Unlike Western philosophy, Hindu philosophy is not some abstract rumination unconcerned with day to day life. It is a set of guidelines to live life with the end goal of achieving release from an otherwise endless cycle of birth and rebirth. The word Advaita is derived from the word Dvaita, which means duality. Advaita means non duality. The implication is that existence and God are not two separate entities. The concept of Advaita teaches that humans, and indeed everything in the universe, is simply part of one whole. That one is colloquially termed God, but a more specific term would be Ishvara. Incidentally, Ishvara is also another name for Shiva, and that makes the connection between the Shiva temple in Tiruvannamalai, Advaita, and Ramana Maharishi. The principle of Advaita teaches that we are deluded by our senses and forced by our thoughts to imagine reality as simply the world that we sense around us. But that world, and indeed the entire cosmos, does not cease to exist if our senses or thoughts are silent, such as when we are asleep. It follows that reality is something deeper and that we are simply part of the cosmos. There is a huge difference between being told this and actually sensing oneself to be one with creation or God in Hindu cosmology. The ability to feel and become one with the universe might come to people who follow a certain disciplined lifestyle with guidance from a suitable spiritual teacher. But for a few rare individuals, it simply happens without any training or initiation. That is what happened to Ramana when he was a 16-year-old boy. After his deep realization of the oneness of the cosmos that extends beyond one's senses and beyond death, he had a vision that called him to the Shiva temple in Tiruvannamalai. He then traveled from his hometown to Tiruvannamalai and settled down there. He lived out his life there and developed a huge following of devotees from all over the world who came to learn from him or simply gain succor from being in his presence, and an ashram was built there in his name. This video gives a sense of the manner in which vibrant, colorful life coexists with the timeless concepts of Advaita in the environs of the temple and Ramana Maharishi's ashram.
Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala, Arunachala Mina Padame Ninikavat Varate Verupai, Arunachala, Alai Sundaram Bola Uri Aham Rubam Deepam Aharuhai Shiraya Amaritajan Kol Arunachala Arikkaviniyadhanayagati Akilam Padithidum Arunachala Nippalitappunai Ninai தாய் இனி யார் விடுவார் அருணாச்சலாய நீங்களும் அன்னை பெரிதருள் பொறிவோ இதுவோ உனதருள் அருணாச்சலா உன்னையே மாற்றி ஓடாருளத்தின் மேல் உறுதியாயிருப்பாய் அருணாச்சல உன்னை கண்டளங்கிடை காட்டருணாச்சலா என்னை அழித்திப்போதென்னை கலவாவிடு இதுவோ ஆண்மை அருணாச்சலாயா நின்ற உலகம் என்னை பிற எழுப்ப இது உனக்கழகோ
सीराज्यं सप्तास्यासन् परिधयः सन्तसमिधकृताः आध्यार्षयस्तये सर्वहुतः अद्यं दुष्टादुश्चक्रे वायव्याने ग्राम्याश्रये बहुतः दोषानि जिङ्गिरे तस्मात् भयातः गावो भजगिरे तस्मात् अजावयः उपमासे कृतः जायत वायुरजायत यासीदन्तरिक्षं नोद्यौ समवर्तत पद्याम्भूमिश्रोत्रात् लोकागुम्मकल्पयन् अहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् रूपाणि रूपाणि विचित्य धीरः भाता पुरस्ताद्यमुदा जहार प्रविद्वान् प्रतिशतस्रः तमेवं विद्वानमत भवति सन्नदेहनाकं महिमानः सचन्ते यत्र पूर्वे साध्याः सन्ति देवाः पृथिव्येर्धाश्च विश्वकर्मणः समवर्तताधि षट्टाभिदधद्रूपमेति समग्रे चाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तं जवन्यं पन्था विद्यते प्रजापते अन्तः प्रजायमानो बहुधा विजायते अन्ति योनिं स्त्रीणां परमिष्यन्ति वेदसः पुरोहितः पूर्वो यो देवेभ्यो जातः नमोरुताय ब्राह्मये युगं ब्राह्मं जनयन्तः एतदब्रुवन् यस्त्वं ब्राह्मणो विद्यात् सर्वशेषे धीष्यते नवरात्रे पार्श्वे नक्षत्राणि रूपं तं मनिषाणां विश्वाक्षं विश्वसम्भुवं विश्वं नारायणं देवमक्षरं परमान् नित्यं विश्वं नारायणं हरिं तद्विश्वमुपजीवति विश्वशाश्वेश्वरं शाश्वतं शिवमच्युतं राजनं महाज्ञेयं विश्वात्मानं परायणं ज्योतिरात्मा नारायणः परः यच्च किञ्चित् परः ध्यानं नारायणः परः दृश्यते श्रूयतेऽपि वा अनन्तमं व्याख्य नारायणस्य चाप्यधोमुखम् अधो नित्यावितश्चान्तेनाभ्यामुपरितिष्ठति मालाकुलं भाति यतनं महते बत्याकोशसन्निभं प्रान्ते सुचिरगुं सूक्ष्मं तस्मिन् प्रतिष्ठितम् विश्वतो मुखः उपदन्ते तन्नाहारमजरः कविः नमस्तकः मध्यस्राद्युल्लेखेव भास्वरा निवारसूतवत्यन्वी पीताभास्वत्यनुपमा व्यवस्थितः परमस्वराट्